Hello, welcome to another edition of the Pace Report, reporting live here at Dizzy's Club Coca-Cola, here at Jazz at Lincoln Center here in New York City. Pianist, composer, and educator Marcus Roberts is continuing to pay homage to some of the traditional and great pianists that made jazz what it is with his latest CD, From New Orleans to Harlem, Volume 1. One of the beautiful things about his piano playing is that he's paying tribute as well as carrying on the traditional stride piano style. This trio reminds me so much of the great piano trios, the Three Sounds, as well as, and I thought a lot about Oscar Peterson. Yeah. Was this the direction you wanted to go with Jason and Rodney?
Yeah, well, actually, this trio conception started a long time ago. I started working trio, I think the first time was in '93, and Jason started with me in November of '94. And I guess in, call it '99, when I had my trio, at that time was Jason Marsails and Roland Guerin, and we started working on a trio concept that would invariably put the bass and drums in a more upfront position. And to do that, we were working specifically on a suite of music called In Honor of Duke, and that music was dedicated to Duke Ellington for his 100th birthday. And that music really helped us figure out improvisationally how to make that work, how to put the bass and the drums in a more powerful position to control the tempos, the grooves, even the changes of keys that could go on. And then Rodney joined our group in November of 2009, and since he's been in the group, we've been just continuing to build on all that groundwork that Roland and Jason laid, and it's going extremely well.
And I noticed that everyone shines. Everyone shines.
No, that's a good point. They're not just like journeyman sidemen who just, swing all night in an accompaniment role. Yeah, they are constantly featured, which to me gives the group a lot more spontaneity, gives more space in the music, and it allows for, I think, a much more powerful sound, a powerful presentation. So, and we draw a lot from the great Ahmad Jamal and his trio conception, and like you mentioned, Oscar Peterson and all the guys, Earl Garner, all of the masters of the trio. I mean, we're interested.
Let's talk about your brand new CD, From New Orleans to Harlem, Volume 1. This is the first of many projects that you are getting ready to release. What took so long for you to release this CD, and tell me why you decided now to continue to pay tribute to some of the great legends of jazz?
Well, it took me a while to put that CD out, mainly just because I was waiting to see how the changes that have occurred in the music business were going to affect how you put stuff out. I mean, the days of signing a traditional record contract with a major record label, those days are kind of behind us now, which means that you got to figure out how you're going to distribute the music, how you're going to market the music, how you're going to get it recorded. So I didn't see any real rush to put these things out prematurely, and I think waiting until everything kind of settled down was good, and now it's becoming clearer how we should do it. There's still a lot of work to be done with it and a lot to be figured out, but after putting out that record, it felt good, and now I have several others that I would like to get out this year and next year. You know, we have lots of music. I have a solo piano record of romantic music that's almost ready to be put out.
It's about time.
There's a trio record of original music which we just played some of this last set. There's I redid Deep in the Shed, so I'd like to get that out. And there's a project I did with Winton. He came to Florida and re-recorded some stuff. I'd like to get that. I mean, there's a bunch of music.
You know, one of the things that you continue to do is, and you do it on this latest CD, is the importance of stride piano. Mm-hmm. Tell me briefly the origins of stride piano, and why is it very, very important to jazz music that you continue the legacy of stride piano?
Well, stride piano was created by James P. Johnson, and the seminal work that we all refer to when we talk about the emergence of stride is a piece he wrote and recorded in 1917 called Carolina Shout. And this piece has so much in it, so many great themes. And the left hand, unlike ragtime music, the left hand doesn't just play straight quarter notes like oompa, oompa. I mean, he's syncopating in the left hand to help provide some variety and a backdrop for the right hand interaction. So there's rhythmic counterpoint going on as well as melodic counterpoint going on. And the reason that music is important is because it gives a pianist equal range in both hands. And so the left hand has to become a lot more acclimated and flexible. And that helps from a strictly piano standpoint. That helps to give a much more balanced presentation.
So basically now, you know, are you finding it now that a lot of jazz pianists now and the ones that are coming up are emulating or trying to study this, or do you think that they're just playing for the sake of playing now? Where are you finding that in jazz right now?
Well, I don't I don't know that I can personally speak to, you know, what motivates people to play. I mean, obviously, I would like to believe that we have a bunch of young people who are very serious about learning the music and carrying it forward. I think that the music is much too powerful to be stopped by any trends or any agendas that are not linked to it. I mean, it's just a strong presence, and I think as long as we have a democratic system of our society, we'll have young people who want to play to communicate with the people. We also have to take a responsibility and mentor them and give them the information they need so that they can be more effective in understanding why they play and what they're trying to do. But certainly I have faith in the following generations that they'll continue to bring this music back to people.
came up in the 80s, the beautiful time called the Young Lions. You came in that wonderful, wonderful unit with Wynton Marsails, and today you guys are pretty much like brothers. Right. What was it like coming up in the 80s, playing jazz at a time when there was a resurgence of the music, and two, you and these other famous musicians, just I can't even go on mention their name, have elevated this music to the next level. What was it like at that time?
It was a lot of fun playing back then. We honestly were young men who felt very passionately about the music, and you know, we knew we couldn't really play it as well as we wanted to, so we were dedicated to learning how to play it and help each other figure out what was wrong with what we were doing. But we were having a good time doing it, and we just explored a lot. I mean, you know, how to record the music properly, how we should put it on the stage the right way, how to talk to the people. I mean, just, you know, starting to do workshops with young people, and just many things that represent a foundation that I'm using to this day. I mean, we were all writing music and encouraging each other to write music and playing each other's music. And I guess now in 2011, I feel I'm very blessed to still have that same fire and passion in me to want to learn and develop. I think that's the blessing of it, because I do think there's always a danger as you get older that you start to just, you know, settle into what you do and not really push yourself to the next level. I don't ever want to get like that.
And I remember an interview that you did on Charlie Rose, and you said that you and Wynton sit down and literally talk about how to keep this music moving forward and not lose what you guys have developed and established over the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, we did it today. Yeah, we're constantly, and he, of course, being, you know, the leader of the movement that we're doing, and I've never had any problem with that. I think you know, if somebody knows what they're doing and they have a range of understanding of how to get things done, then that's who should be doing it. And then you figure out what your role is. And my role out here these years has been to teach and prepare the musicians, you know, who want to play. The ones that have come under me, you know, there's a pretty good long list of them now. And I feel blessed to have been able to work with them. And in exchange for it, I've become a much better musician and understood a lot more. And I've been blessed to have been in a great band and at this point to have a great trio. I think, you know, I think that any day of the week I walk on stage with these guys anywhere. So I feel mainly, you know, very honored and blessed to be part of this musical journey and part of this legacy, because it really is fantastic, you know. And as I get older, I'm more appreciative of it.
That'll do it again for another edition of the Pace Report. Reporting live here at Dizzy's Club Coca-Cola here at Jazz at Lincoln Center here in New York City. I'd like to personally thank Marcus Roberts for his time, as well as the staff and management here at Dizzy's, as well as Jazz at Lincoln Center here in New York City. As always, please visit my website, www.thepacereport.com, for my weekly column as well as my past segments. Until next time, remember, if it's in the groove, it'll make you move. Until next time, peace.